Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Saguru Study channel. Before start to see my channel, please subscribe my channel to get more videos when I upload it. Friends, in the previous videos, I teach you about the basic of C language and how we do that and algorithm to that. And today, I will teach you the starting process of writing the C program. And if you want to write the program in what algorithm, what variables, which variables, which code we have to need to write. So today I will teach about that only. And input means to provide the when you want to give some input to, if you want to write in a C program something, you to give input to that, and that time you use these are all codes, means words. Input means to provide the program with some data to be used in the program, and output means to be display the data on the screen or return data to print out the or live file. See, if the in the screen and on the screen some text seeing it, if you want to see or display some text or some data in the screen, you have to use the output data, or if you want to just include some data into that program, just to use the input. So for that, some functions are there to use to input or to output the some data in that C program. So there are four functions. One is printf. Printf shows the output. When you use the printf with that open and close bracket, if you write the something in that within the bracket, then that will be displayed on the screen. Then when you use the scanf function in the, and then if you written something in that bracket, then it will be take it as an input, but it's not displayed in the displayed on the screen, but it will be taken by the compiler, that will be read by the computer. Then getchar and footchar are the functions that helps to display the something. And the gets and foots are also some functions. I will tell you about that the detail in the next steps. First of all, printf. If you write the printf within the bracket, you have to specify the some double quotes. In that, you specify the ss specifies a variable something what you want to display, or sentence, or which variables or which specifier you want to display, you have to specify in that. And in the scanf statement, you can write something, or you, which variable you have to going to display, that should be written or displayed in the argument. You have to display in that scanf within that double quote with the ss specifier and variable. And when you there are three types of ss specifiers: integers, float, and character. If you use the percentage with a d, then it will be means to be integer. If you use the percent with f, that means to be float. If you use the percentage c, that means to be character. Means if you want to display some character or ss specifier, when you use the percentage with d, means integer, then you won't that able to allow to use the integer only, like plus and minus numbers with, but it is not allowed to use the decimal numbers like 1.2 like that. If you use the percentage with the f, then float, then it allowed to use the both integers and real numbers. When you use the percentage with c, that only allowed to use the characters like a b c d like that, right? And next one is the printf. Printf function returns the number of character printed by the it, and scanf returns the number of character read by it. Means printf just returns the number of character which is printed by it. If you return something in that printf statement, then it will be written character or printed, means that will be displayed. If you write something in scanf, that only reads that character, but is not going to display, right? Next one is the getchar and footchar functions. The getchar function needs a character from the terminal and returns it in the integer. Terminal means it is the tool that helps to return the C program in that like a notepad. This is also one of the application. In getchar, the getchar function reads the character from the terminal, and it returns it as an integer. This function read only the single character at a time. Means like if there are loop, affle, single, like there's think like there is a number of characters like loop with a space, then it only read the loop only first character. So that is called we use that. That is why we use the get charger. If you want to display a more total or all uh, characters, that time we have to return in without space, like loopful character without space. You have without space you have to after writing a loop you have to include or a affle or something. You not given any space. Without space you have to write. So then only you can means you can display or read it when you use the get char, right? So get char means it when it used when you needs character from terminal and it returns integer, and it only it reads the function at only single character at a time. Okay, and you can use the method in a loop in case of you want to read the more than one character. That time you can use the loop. Okay, so put char function display the character passed to it in on the screen and return the same character. This function to display the only single character time. When you use the get char that only reads. When you use the put char that displays that, right? Like when you use the print up that displays. When you use the scan up that only reads, right? So like that is only when you use the get char that only reads the single character. When you use the foot char that display the single character. And in case you want to display the more than one character, then you use the further method like in loop. And next one is the gets and puts. Means this is all the same like get char and put char, but it helps to read and display the more than one character. Like gets function reads the line from a steady standard input means into the buffer funded by the str finder until either the terminating the new line or end of the file occurs, right? It will be read all lines and all buffer funded by Cinder until it's reached the end of the file or buffer funded by the steer finder, like that, until it will be reads. When you use the puts function that reads and it's a string str and it tiling new line to student means it displays, right? Same like getchar and putchar, but it include in this it includes all character or all sentence until the end of the file occurs, but it only reads the single character. And the difference between the scanf and gets is the main difference between these two functions is scanf the stop reading character when it encounters space, but gets it reads the space as character too, right? I will told you it reads all character. And you can give space for without you cannot give space, but it will all sentence and character. But in like a scan of and get it cannot read like that. It only read a single character. When you gain or you get the space after completing one character, then it will automatically stop. So that is what the difference between scanf and gets, right? If you enter the name as a study tonight using scanf, it will be only read the store study. Why? Because of there is the gap between study and tonight. So that is what I said. If you return that study tonight without space, then it will be read the study tonight both up. But if now it is given like a study with a space tonight, then so the time scanf only read the study and you will leave the part of the after space, but gets function will read it completely. So that is what difference between the scanf and gets, right? So this is the one of the example of writing the program. See, these are some example. First we have to what is the algorithm to write this program, C program. First you have to return the ss means specify. After the you specify the variables. After that you have to open the brackets, and that you have to display or mention what type of which type of variables you are going to using in that program. You have to display on that before starting write a sentence. After that we can use this write the sentence and body part, and then you can close that. So this is how we write the C programs. So to create a file, first you use the nano After writing the C program, first means if you to want to create something, just you go to the terminal or which site you are specifying or application you are using, just you go to that. Then first you have to return the nano and file name, which the name you have to give the to that. If you want to give the mass, yeah, for like that new name. So file name, you what type of name you can give, and that after writing a nano you can give the name, and with that, without space, just you give the dot with c, then enter space, then you can write the program like this. And then after writing the program, just you type the control x, with control x, then it will be saved. Then you can give the y, you just enter the y, because it will ask after giving the control x, it will be asked the yes or no. If you give s, then you have to return the y, enter the y. If you not, you have to give the x, right, z, I think. But so you want to save, right? So that's why you have to press the y, then you press the enter, then automatically it will be saved. And after that, if you want to compile and program, and if you want to run, if you want to compile, just you write the gcc and with the name of the file and dot c, then you press the enter, then automatically compile. And then if you want to run the check it that program, just you write the dot slash a dot out, then automatically when you after writing this, when you press the enter, then you automatically run. So how like that you will be processing the program and saving like that. I hope you understand very well. So these are the some example for that. If you want this, you can fuse my video, and then you can learn, or you can note down. These are examples. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe my channel to get more video.